This is our final stop before the Volvic World Long Drive Championship. We are sold out in Tennessee, and the crowd is ready to go, and so are we. What a way to start. A man known simply as the Kingslayer. Wes Patterson bouncing, ready to go. His opponent, the reigning, defending Volvic World Champion, Justin James. Let's send it down to the grid. Our public address announcer, Mark Sherman. Mark.
The grid is clear. Play away.
Jerry Foles, Art Sellinger, Jonathan Coachman here with you all night in Kingsport. And Art, Justin James has decided to go first. Why do you like that?
I love it. I mean, again, the world champion has that choice, and he can absolutely set the stage here against Wes Patterson. He's had a rough go so far this year on tour. He's made all the quarterfinals, but he's not had good TV rounds, and he's gone second all the time. So let's see if he can get it going here.
As you can see at home, the weather is absolutely perfect. If you're new to the World Long Drive Tour, that's exactly what this is, a tour. These competitors travel all over North America. It culminates next month on the Texas-Oklahoma border for the Volvic World Long Drive Championship. 8 balls, 3 minutes. What does Justin James need to do to get out of the quarterfinals here?
He needs to stop hooking the golf ball. What he's doing is coming over the top. He's got to get one in. This grid is soft, so he's got plenty of time. 2 minutes to go. 216. You see the left side there. You see the club head speed, the ball speed, and we're going to see the apex. That's how high the golf ball goes. The wind is in their face, but he's got to start this down the right side just like that, but the club just went flying.
Well, he just snapped the
Oh, my goodness, that club just is gone.
130 yards on the flight, according to TrackMan on that club head, Art.
Wow, Jerry Foles just said 130 yards.
Now, these guys bring 3-4 clubs to the tee. I don't know. Of course, that's his gamer, the best one he had going. He probably had 15 here this week. He's had a nice qualifying set to get here, but down to ball 5 already.
I hung out with Justin James this afternoon at the Niswonger Children's Hospital. It's just an amazing facility here in the Tri-Cities area. More on that throughout the broadcast as well. And not too many elite athletes will spend their afternoon in the Children's Hospital when they've got a competition coming up in the evening. That's exactly what James did. Now 6 balls, 6 of them outside of the grid. So he's down to 2 balls, and he's got to get something inside to put the pressure on Wes Patterson.
This is a big event for him, and a big 2 shots right here. His defensive is title. They're at the Texas-Oklahoma borders in 3 weeks. This is a huge shot right here. Ball 7. There it is. Oh, it's over curving.
You see the Tracer's technology will tell you if the ball is going to stay inside the grid. So final ball for the reigning world champion, who's really had kind of an off year. He has not won a tour event as of yet. And he will tell you that is something he desperately wants to do.
Just so close to the swing. See if he's got what it takes. Great shot.
That one looks like it's going to stay in the grid. We'll see.
Huge.
Look at that. Look at the numbers. Look at the ball flight. Hashtag mash 'em up. 391. We'll see the official yardage. There you see it.
What a clutch shot right there. After 0 for 7, his gamer breaks. Ball speed 220. I mean, amazing.
I want to see the broken club swing again, please.
Well, I'll tell you what, the equipment just can't stand 150 miles an hour right at impact, and I'll tell you what, the club got light in a hurry right there. I'm glad that club went forward, not backwards.
Boy, such a violent, strong swing for the current world champion. Remember at home, if you see a green number, green is good, green means grid. So now Wes Patterson, the Kingslayer, knows the number he has to beat.
Absolutely. These guys have fought it out this year. I mean, they have. And they go at each other. But you can see his ball speed is a little bit slower than 220.
That one not even close.
Well, 209 to 220, it's real easy on the left side of your screen there. If my race car is going 220 and yours is going 209, Coach, I get the checkered flag and you don't. but he's got a good golf swing. He has been in long drive for less than 12 months. We saw him last year at the Volvic World Championship, inaugural debut. He didn't want to go to web.com tour school. He took the cash, entered the last chance qualifier, and made it to the TV quarterfinals. He's full-time long drive, still playing some mini tours, but this is his deal.
He's a former highly competitive baseball player. He's a great athlete. If you haven't seen my initial Coach's Corner podcast, you can go to worldlongdrive.com. He and Josh Cassidy, all day Cassidy, for our guests for that. Jerry, what is the weather like out here tonight? Give us an update.
It's sunny, it's warm, it's humid. I don't know if it qualifies as a weather description, but it's also very electric and very, very little breeze.
I was just going to say, Jerry, everybody's standing everywhere. You've been doing these tour events. I mean, what's it like versus the others? What have you seen?
It's the atmosphere that these type of events certainly deserve. This town has come out in support of not only the Tennessee Big Shots, but also Niswonger Children's Hospital, and this is really something to see. I think we'll be visiting Kingsport in this area for quite some time.
Absolutely. He's got to slow it down and kind of sync it up. So what I'm saying right now is his hands are going too fast. The body's going, whoa, wait for me. And what I mean is, especially you folks at home, if you want to hit it solid, let the club set at the top before you go the other way. And right now, he's going the other way too fast with the hands.
Do you think this is a part of the reason Justin James decided to go first? You want to Wes Patterson off a little.
Apply some pressure. There's 10 miles an hour ball speed. It just cannot outfly, you know, and there's that wet Bermuda grass right there. I can't get my wedge to spin like that, Jerry. I mean, that ball's sticking and backing up out there. But it's a speed contest tonight, and Justin James is the fastest man in the world. He is. He really is.
You can see from the sweat on Justin James' shirt what Jerry was talking about, how humid it is here in Tennessee. It has not kept the crowd away. Everywhere we have gone, you can see the crowd over there on the railing. Every place we have gone for 2 days. Yes. I mean, everywhere. They know we are in town.
Final ball, 7 seconds. See if he's got it.
He's got to get over 390, and he knows that won't even stay on the grid. So these two that have become friendly rivals.
Yes.
And Justin James, very impressive, over 390, wins his quarterfinal. He will move on to the semifinals. Boy,
what a clutch shot.
Way to start.
Here we go, weighing in at 18 stones, ladies and gentlemen, and just out of the gym, out of Rochester, New York, it's Conan Ryan Steenberg.
Ryan was the runner-up in Atlantic City, but then he bagged the victory at the Bash for Cash in Canada. He's getting used to contending in every event.
Wilson, North Carolina, a crowd favorite around the world. It's Chewy Paul Howell.
This man can play some golf. In fact, he played the Pram today to raise money for the Niswonger Children's Hospital, but he's got to be at his best to beat Tony, Coach.
I think you could argue that Paul Howell is the most popular player on the World Long Drives Tour. He will go second. Ryan Steenberg, 1 tour win this year. He will go first.
He also had the choice to go first or second, and he's going to apply the pressure. Honestly, you don't apply pressure to Paul Howell because he's going to do it the same way every single time. And here's a guy that's got kind of that world-class club speed, touching 150. Jerry, I've got the spin from TrackMan in the booth here, and I'll give you those numbers. But we both know you need to keep the spin down and the launch up.
Especially on this soft grid, Art, as you know. I think this is a rare occasion where the apex might be almost equal to the spin rate. Normally on a ground grid, as you call it, a firmer one, you really have to keep that spin low. Here it's all carry, so it's not going to hurt as much.
Right, I talked to the folks at TrackMan, and they were talking about a 14-degree launch, but the key number was about 2,000 in spin. Now, folks, as you see that ball climb up over that cloud bank right there, that's not what we're looking for. That's a lot of spin. That was about 4,000, 3,800. That's why that ball climbed and only went 360, because he had a lot of speed.
But it did stay in the grid, and that's the most important thing first, is to get a number that Paul Howell will have to aim at, but now it's about extending that number. And right now he looks a little bit uncomfortable, Art. 4 balls down, 4 to go. Again, a reminder at home, if you're just tuning in, 8 balls, 3 minutes.
Right, you'll see the 2 different styles here. Ryan's backswing's very fast. Paul has more of a golf swing. He played Division I college golf. He plays mini tour events. Watch how fast the backswing is right here. Just whips the club back inside. That's a good shot right here. Awesome shot right here.
Boy, you saw his reaction too. He knows that he got all of that one out past 390.
And 1900 on the spin, and that's why right there. That's total optimization.
Do players know exactly when they've hit what you like to call a nugget?
Absolutely, he just did it again. I'm telling you, if this was on a, Jerry, what do you think? On a normal, hard PGA Tour fairway, 30 yards a roll, and this ball just backed up at 390.
Yeah, easily on just a somewhat normal condition fairway that's getting 30, 40 yards a roll because it's got no spin on it right now.
Right, we're playing pitch and catch to 390, Coach. I mean, go out there and get a glove.
So far, 3 balls that are good, the number to beat. A very impressive official, 394. And you saw the shot of Paul Howell right there.
Right.
Nothing bothers him. He's happy to be here. Anytime your nickname is Chewy, it's all good.
It's all good. I just don't think he can fly at 395. I don't, honestly. That's just a different speed. And this is into the wind, folks. I mean, this is not downwind.
You know, there have been so many great hosts this year for the World Long Drive Tours. Certainly, we're growing the sport, growing it here on the Golf Channel. But for those people who want to host an event, you're going to have to match what's happening here in Kingsport because this is as good as it has been the entire year. So, Steenberg, number to beat, 394. Very impressive set for him. And now Paul Howell will step to the tee. Let's take a look at the big drive to beat, brought to you by DXL.
394. That is a big line to beat, Coach, right there. So now we're going to go kind of classic golf swing, all right? I mean, classic setup. You got to like the tee in the mouth right there. Great ball position, good lines. And he will send it. And I don't know. I mean, he played 18 holes. Great deal today. Jerry, what do you think? Does that take anything out of Chewy, you think?
It has to take some energy out of him. He's not the guy that spends a lot of time in the gym, but also in that tournament that he played in to benefit Niswonger Children's Hospital Art, he shot 67.
Hello. This is a good shot right here. But again, he's kind of that 205 to 211 guy. And what that means, folks, is, you know, he can get a little tumble, but he's 15 yards short. He's totally efficient. So he's more science over violence, Coach. But he needs to hit something out there. Jerry, is there a sprinkler head out there? Because that's what I'd be aiming at.
Jerry said that he doesn't spend a lot of time at the gym. I would argue that Paul Howell doesn't know a guy named Jim. That's how far away he is from the gym. And he will only eat at a restaurant that has a drive-through window.
I mean, that eliminates a lot of other situations, huh? Look at this golf swing right here. Beautiful golf swing. He just reached back.
A great tracer technology that will stay in the grid. But again, there is no rollout here. So
we just got done watching Brooks Koepka capture, you know, the PGA Championship, 185, 186 ball speed, which is incredible when you're playing. You have to play your second shot. And we're watching already 220 miles an hour. Pretty impressive out of these players. I just think 394 is too big of an ask for Paul Howell, unless he hits something out there in the grid and gets a hop.
Art getting back to his eating habits. It's rumored that he hasn't used a knife and fork in over 2 years.
Really, Jerry, who has? Who has? So Paul Howell on ball number 6, that will land outside of the grid.
And he's swinging harder than he normally does. And you're going, well, why is his ball speed maybe down in the low 200? Because he's not hitting the center of the face, because he knows he's reaching. That's why it's so important to put a number on a guy like this. He's out of his element.
And that's one of the cool things that I love about being a part of this World Long Drive Tour. We just saw the shot of Ryan Steenberg rooting on Paul Howell.
I think inside he's not. I don't know, but they're great. They are. It's good camaraderie out here. I've been around it for over 30 years, and there is. But these guys want to win, and I know he wants to bag his second title of the year, going to the Volvic Championship in 3 weeks, Coach. All right, this is the 8th and final golf ball right here. See if he can start down that right side, right like that.
Yeah, he got a lot of that one.
That's a well-hit golf ball right there.
We'll see where it lands.
But again, it's uphill, as we know. They're a little bit uphill. It's so soft. They got so much rain. Great victory right there for Steenberg.
Yeah, certainly a great win for Ryan Steenberg, and that's going to set up an amazing semifinal between Justin James and Ryan Steenberg. Let's take a look at how Steenberg got it done.
All right, watch his golf swing here again. Very fast going back. And we'll look at him at the top. Boy, is he strong. Goodness sakes. He's going to make this move behind. Left heel always going to come off the ground. Deep into his right side right there. I love that power squat because that's about going for vertical thrust. Now up he goes on his toes. That's vertical thrust right there. Really working underneath the golf ball. Great extension also right there. Here it is coming right at you, full speed. You do not want to be in the way of that nugget coming at you. And then we look at all 8 of his shots right there from TrackMan.
Here's what the men's bracket looks like so far. James, Steenberg, they've moved on.
Awesome. Both over 394, 390 I should say, and into the win. I mean, that is impressive hitting right there. Big numbers.
All right.
We've got some heat coming up, Coach.
That's exactly right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rules. And they're pretty simple. It's all about the competition. 8 balls, 3 minutes, the longest drive among the two. They advance. It's a single elimination format. Now, player hits when the previous ball either stops or it goes out of play. Club heads must conform to the USGA standards. What about what the players are hitting into?
Well, they're hitting into a 450-yard grid, a little over a quarter mile, as you can see right there in length. Don't want to hit it over that because there's a street out there. It's 51 yards wide, okay? 51 yards wide, so it's about 20 yards wider than normal fairway on tour.
But I want to know more. How about the art of the grid?
I love this grid. I mean, this grid is sweet. You look right here, we got a Bermuda grass, but we got a fairway. This is an actual golf hole. I love the fact that it's a golf hole, not a field, but we've had a lot of rain. You've seen it already. It's an all-carry grid, very slow grid. And an added challenge is it's uphill at the end, Coach. So again, you're just not going to see that run out that we normally do see. But what I love the most about this place are the sight lines. It's framed so well, and I love that building at the back right there. That's what they're trying to hit right there. And you guys driving in that street, you better watch out. I know they closed the road on the left, but love this grid.
Don't worry, we'll yell 4. All right, it's time for men's quarterfinal number 3. Let's hit it down to the grid.
And here we go, out of Crofton, Maryland. This guy will absolutely crush the ball. Let me hear it for Kyle Berkshire.
And he's coming off a win at the Midwest Slam. A clutch shot yesterday in the round of 16. Got him to this quarterfinals. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts when he swings.
And his opponent out of Layton, Utah. He is the father of 5. He's Big Daddy, the big deal, Ryan Reisbeck.
The elder statesman of the group. He could be Kyle's father, for goodness sakes. He's 40, Coach. I know you just had a birthday. He's the real deal. This guy's got 4 wins the last 2 years. He can bring it.
I tell you what, Kyle Berkshire, who will go first, coming off a win. And he told me yesterday that winning at the WinStar Resort, which is where we're going to have the Public World Long Drive Championship, was such a load off his shoulders. He said, that's exactly what I needed heading into the rest of this season.
It was huge because we've seen him all year. He's made all the TV shows, and he has not done well in match play.
The grid is clear. Play away.
He is young, and he really put his golf career in college to the wayside. He wants to make World Long Drive his career, and he has shown that he can compete personally.
Good start right there. Good start. Little bit of spin, but a good start. 210 might have been a little thin. That's on the bottom of the club face. But he got one in. I walked past him before we got going today about an hour ago, and he looked at me and he goes, I have to get some balls in because he has gone over. And he started out. That's a great one for him to start on. He's swinging good tonight.
We are definitely seeing a different approach from the guys here tonight, choosing to go first when they have the choice, and getting that first number in early in your set is so important, and I think it can really start to loosen you up.
Right, and winning at WinStar, where we'll be in 3 weeks for the World Championship, was huge. That was his inaugural event last year, and of course, he made the semifinals. This is a good shot right here. He might get a spin number getting 145 on the club, 370, another golf ball in. So we get two highest spins up to the 2,800, Jerry. I mean, the optimum number is 2,000. It's a spin contest. You got to keep it down.
The clouds you have had have been just like that, Berkshire with the left side of the green.
Yeah, this is a good one right here.
We'll see where that one ends up. And wow, and hitting a little more roll than what we've seen out past 390. That's going to be a very, very difficult number to beat.
1,800 on the spin right there. So that's a beautiful shot. You're seeing all these top players. I call them the 215 plus club, you know, because they can make it go. Now he's really going right here. Now some stuff's going to start flying, Coach.
I almost feel like I pull my shoulder out when I'm calling a Kyle Berkshire set by osmosis.
Coach, we cannot relate to that haircut, you and I. No.
Oh, gosh. All right, there's a reason you and I are partners.
Right.
And it's not because of the long locks.
Nope. He's swinging good tonight. I like this set for him. I mean, Jerry, what do you see different in him? I mean, obviously the win last week must have done something.
He looks inside, Art. You know, he's violence over size, but he doesn't look like he's panicking or rushing. He didn't look that way when he approached the stage.
Right. And that's 4 out of 6 right there to start in. That's a little off the heel right there. Again, as you see it climb to that cloud, that's where you get that spin rate over 3,000. And why did it climb? Didn't hit it solid. That, of course, makes the ball stay low. But I think he likes that number. That 95 number seems to be the one.
Well, the clock is going to be an issue. He's got...
Yes, he will probably not get his last golf ball off unless he really... Oh, this is, okay.
This will be his last ball.
Beautiful shot right here. Awesome.
That was smashed.
Yeah. See how far this carries right here.
There is no question this is the best that we've seen him swing the entire season.
Over 390 in the air.
So we'll get the official number on that, but Kyle Berkshire, 5 balls in, 396 is the number.
What a set.
Certainly he's happy with his performance, and he should be. 5 out of 8, and all of them went at least 370.
Beautiful set for him.
All right, Ryan Reisbeck, the big deal. This is going to be asking a lot for the big fella to get it out to 396.
He can go. I mean, see that club speed right there. Ryan has just one little deal, and that is if Jerry comes over the top a little bit, you cannot hit a pull fade 396 yards. You've got to hit the golf ball a little bit more what we call from the inside.
Well, he hit that one flat with a drum.
Right.
Unfortunately, with that swing path, you'd have to aim well right to get that one down the middle.
Correct.
Of the grid.
I would love to see him kind of aim right and kind of hit that hard pull. That's kind of would be his deal. It's a strong guy right here. Again, I mentioned he's 40, been around the sport a long time. He has closed up, Jerry. He is aiming to the right. See if he can hit that pull. There it is.
That's a pull drop, pretty flat. I don't know if it got high enough on launch, but that's pretty impressive.
A little on the toe. See, it's not going to be that roll out there.
We'll see what that number is, and it did get past 380. Still be about 13 yards short.
After that,
Some of our
3-3,
faster
ball
grids,
4.
Jerry, I mean, that would have been gone. That ball would have went 425 at least. I mean, that's the runner. There's that, folks, if you're watching right there in that swing path, Jerry pointed it out. The other one, the path was out to the right. This one, the path is left. You can see how much shorter the ball goes. Again, when you open up and come across the golf ball to the left.
So now in his 5th ball, about halfway through his clock. The last 2 events, Reisbeck has seen his competition end right here in the quarterfinals. And I know as we head into the Volvic World Long Drive Championship that every single competitor wants to be on top of their game. And they talk about, Art, the frustration of when they get in a TV event of not getting the job done.
Well, it's 3 minutes. I mean, you wait a whole day, and this 3 minutes goes so fast. You make 8 swings, you prepare mentally, you prepare physically, and it's just over in, I mean, there's no back 9. There's no other holes to go play. This is it. That ball climbed too much, a little bit too much spin. Up there in the high 2000s, 2980 to be exact.
In the grid, but well short. It's 365, so 2 balls to go. Kyle Berkshire, you never feel confident in this competition until the clock is over, but he's got to feel pretty good about his spot right now with 2 to go.
He hit great shots. Yeah! He hit great shots. I mean, that's all to it. So if he happened to get beat, he walks away going, he beat me. That's all to it.
All right, so 1 ball left for Ryan Reisbeck in his Tennessee big shot night. He'll need to really have a special hit here.
And he's closing way up, folks. Look how far right he's aiming. He's going to try and take this right shoulder. Watch that trail shoulder go right over the ball there like that.
Well, that's going to be in the grid, but it may be a little bit too high. What do you think?
Don't know.
Too much spin. Yeah, way too much spin.
Yeah. Sweet short of 370, so a great set for the man who won his last time out, Kyle Berkshire. The youngster defeats Ryan Reisbeck, and he will be our third semifinalist here tonight in Tennessee. Art, how did Kyle Berkshire get it done?
Well, let's look at this replay right here. Real speed coming at you. I mean, watch this golf ball. Watch this Volvic ball fly over 390 yards in the air. That is amazing. Into the wind. And in slow motion right here, look at the footwork right there. Left foot's already off the ground right here. Keeping an eye on the ball, straight spine at the back. Now here comes the squat, and then he's gonna set it down, but then he's going right back up, folks. Off the ground right there at impact. Look at that extension and release. Just say ow to that golf ball. And look at it in real speed right here and watch his reaction, because he loved it coming right at you.
The hair. We've got to get an endorsement for the hair.
He loved it. He flushed that golf ball. All three winners are within like 5 yards of each other.
This competition tonight we knew was going to be very, very tight. So Kyle Berkshire, he will go back and get ready for his semifinal coming up a little bit later. Time for our quarterfinal number 4. Let's send it back down to the grid.
Here we go. This first guy, ladies and gentlemen, a firefighter out of Memphis, Tennessee. Sound the alarm, because he is looking real hot. It's Will Hogue.
If there was a player of the year on this tour, Will would get it. He ran the table yesterday. Listen to this. He won 5 straight rounds for 1,000 points. Very rare on this tour. He's hot.
And his opponent, he is a God-fearing, American-loving, gun-toting, weightlifting long driver out of Wheaton, Illinois. It's Steenberg.
But this man, he's quiet. He goes about his business. He comes into this event with a lot of confidence. In 3 straight events we have been on air, he's made the quarterfinals, and Steven can bring it.
Will Hogue has decided to go first here tonight, and you've seen how great of a season he has had. Now, that almost didn't happen, because when he got to Memphis, he arrived in a fire truck, and let's look on Instagram here. He injured his ankle. That's what it looked like, and he still was able to get the job done.
And that was getting off the fire truck when they brought him in, and he still got it done. Is right. That's almost Tony Finau-esque if you want to look that up online, what he did at the Masters. That was important.
Will Hogue told me that if it would have been his right ankle, he's not so sure that he would have been able to do what he has been able to do. You mentioned he's probably the player of the year so far.
Sure.
And you saw the graphic. Every time that he's made it out in match play, he has gone the distance and he has raised the trophy.
Right. He's either going to win it or not, right, huh? For him, he's got the speed. A very cagey veteran. I like his style. Plays his shot. That's flat right there, Jerry, isn't it?
Very flat. I'm not sure it had the apex, but it was very flat, right up the left side.
So that'll stay in the grid. Nearly 390. We'll see what the official yardage is, 389. So a good number on Will Hogue's second ball. And he told me yesterday, right after he scored that 1,000 perfect score, he said, I hit it awesome today. I feel great.
Absolutely. What I like is usually, might not be tonight, but he's got a one-way miss, and I like that. Gary, you can chime in on this. If you got a two-way miss, you don't know what to fix. To me, he flushes it, or his real miss is to the right.
Every time on your right, a one-way miss is a lot easier to deal with. That one was smashed.
Yeah, that is smashed right there. Might be curving a little bit too much to the right. Let's just see where this ball would have gone. Enormous. That's kill. You were right, Jerry. That's absolutely killed.
You know what's been cool to see as Will Hogue's star starts to rise is that, and we saw it tonight, firefighters from whatever city that we go to,
right,
they've started coming out to support Will Hogue, which I think is pretty cool.
Here's a good shot right here, hanging on that right line. Good shot, got a bounce, got this ball to release.
Boy, how about that? He gets it to bounce short of 390 and goes past 390. There are the firefighters that have come out tonight. 393.
Look at all these top players right in that same number. But this is killed right here. But it's 33. It's just like, might be too much spin.
Well, he liked it.
Oh, for 400 yards.
Look at that. That deserves a hashtag. Mash him up. One ankle problem. One ankle problem.
150 club, 220 ball.
Look at this crowd. This is amazing. That's all I got to say. This is amazing. Stephen Coyce, what is he thinking right now? That was the longest drive of the night.
I don't know what Stephen Coyce is thinking. Jerry, that ball flew right at 400 yards. And that's uphill. And what's the wind doing, Jerry?
It's hardly blowing along, but what wind there is into him, and I love how he knew instantly that he attacked.
2,200 on the spin.
We're being told that's the longest drive of this entire event, including qualifying yesterday.
They're absolutely just flush.
Boy, the adrenaline is pumping for Will Hogue, the three-time champ this year on tour. So now let's flip the script. Now Stephen Coyce has to figure out a way to get it to 400 north. Before we get to that, let's see how Will Hogue got it done.
Yeah, I want to see this right here. Let's just see where this carries right here. It just absolutely mashed it. The ball's in the air. It's got to be over 9 seconds, and it flew 400 on the mark. 400. Love how he lags that club back. Look at this at the top right here. Huge turn. There's this squat that's guaranteed, but then we're coming up. And that left ankle didn't take any beating right there because he said, I'm taking that foot off the ground. And,
all right.
And remember, Coach, he had the option to hit first or second, and he just took the guy who's making his first TV appearance. And after he's first seeing this.
So what does Stephen Coyce have to do to
get his club head speed up to 150 if you're going to fly at 400 yards? That's all to do it. That was high on the face. He mishit it. This guy's got a golf swing, a good junior golf career, played mini tour golf. He does all the physical training at the famed Medina Country Club. This guy's a certified big-time trainer and knows a lot about the golf swing.
He's also got no vices, no bad habits, always got good grades, never been in trouble. We were trying to come up with nicknames for him. We had Angel, Golden Child, and All-American Boy. We're just going with Golden Angel.
Golden Angel.
Jerry, you and I we have nothing in common with somebody like him.
That's going to be off right there on the ball speed. Yeah, ball speed there was 137. And again, he's filling it up. What a good golfer. It reminds me a lot about, doesn't he, Jerry? Chewy. I mean, both guys play some golf, and he's just not violent enough, okay, to catch 400 yards. He's got to get after it. He's hitting the grid, just putting on a display. He's increased his yardage each time from 46 to 51, 67. This was a little in the heel.
Each would be the #1 draft worldwide on the all-time scramble team.
Right. Yeah, this looks like, these are kind of Brooks Koepka drives. Maybe they're a little longer by about 20 yards. This is another good shot right here. You're getting a clinic, folks. But in the world of long drive, they're as good as OB.
You know what's cool here tonight is that these players, that one got out past 380, nearly 390, still, some 17 yards. So he's 5 for 5 inside the grid.
Oh yeah.
As Will Hogue's number to beat 404. We have the best as far as rankings are concerned that we've had the entire season as far as across the board. We've got the best hitters in the world competing, and their results are the best all season.
And this guy's putting the on. That flew 388, and he reached a little extra. Folks, I want to watch the setup right here. Classic lines in his setup. Look at his posture. Look at his back right there. Just great lines. Great golf swing. That is hit. This is impressive. This is 7 for 7 right here in the grid. Oh, backed up. Flew to 385.
He's like, what do I have to do? 7 for 7. Yeah, expressive. The numbers are good. But Will Hogue has been great, and he was great tonight.
Oh, he's probably over 2,500 yards right now, and that's it right there. What a set for his first TV round right here on tour. He ran into a buzzsaw on Will Hogue.
So that'll do it. Will Hogue, impressive, standing ovation. The energy is electric, and well-deserved, as Will Hogue, the three-time champ on tour this year, showed the entire world exactly why he is that good.
Here Here we go out of Ruston, Louisiana. A self-taught guitar player and an incredible hitter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Alexis Belton.
First time she touches the club, Coach, she's 16 years old, and then she ends up playing collegiate golf. She found long drive last year. What a beautiful golf swing.
Opponent, she is a two-time world champion, a tried and true veteran. Give it up for Phyllis Betty.
For more than a decade, she's been filling grids up around the world. Let's see if her high ball flight gets her through this first match against Alexis.
Should be a tremendous matchup. Both of these women have won already this season on tour. Alexis will go first. And Art, when you look at her swing, you think it's very similar to a big-time star on the PGA Tour.
Well, of course, and you do not have to take the club back far to hit it far. And I thought Tony Finau resembled her swing quite a bit. And look right here as they both take it back. That handle of that golf club is wide. You do not have to take the club past parallel to hit it far. Look where Tony stopped. I love that forward bend. Look at that line on his back. He's bent over his right thigh. Same with Alexis. The left foot has not gotten off the ground. That's a three-quarter wedge shot backswing basically right there. But they get the power from the ground. It's awesome.
Play away.
Alexis Belton, such a sweet person. Art, she joined me and Justin James and Maurice Allen today. We went over to the Niswonger Children's Hospital. It was an amazing couple of hours. I got to tell you, the work they're doing here in this part of the region of Tennessee is literally saving lives.
It's fantastic, and for her to take time out of her day, I've spent a lot of time with her this year as well. She's just awesome to be around.
We met a grandfather who's taking care of a 3-year-old grandson who just had cancer come back for the second time in his 3-year-old little life. They're watching here tonight, so we wanted to give them a quick shout out as they're watching from the hospital. All right, first number on the grid for Alexis Belton, 312.
Did it again, a pair of them, Coach. And when you look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen, 117, 171, she's faster than the average player on the men's PGA Tour. Jerry, you can chime in right here. I mean, you're seeing basically right here a little bit above average on PGA Tour, 3 for 3 in play.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Art, and then every once in a while, like she has already maxed out what her biggest speed is of 115. She's gotten above that already. You'll see one of the ladies get up to mid-120 sometimes, which is really close to Bubba Watson's swing speed.
Right. So again, what she has to do is she's got to raise this apex. She's got to carry it higher. And what, unfortunately, when they do this, they see 312, 312. I have to hit it farther. That means I need to swing harder. No, you actually need to change the dynamics. I'd love to see her set up with a little bit more right shoulder tilt underneath it and raise the tee height to get the ball in the air. That's just a little too flat. Look at the apex. And she hit it. Let's see if it gets a roll.
She's going to switch clubs here while she waits for that one to come down. That's going to be short of 300.
So if she get that apex over 150, that ball would carry. And again, you do that through tee height, through club loft, or your setup. Pick 1 to 3.
And she's asking the crowd to help her out a little bit. Great feature, by the way, on Alexis this morning on Morning Drive. We got to see kind of what she likes to do when she's not participating in World Long Drive. She's very much the great shot when it comes to skeet shooting. Do you know that?
I did not know that, but I read her bio, and I like her occupation. She's a freelancer of life. That's what she wrote.
Well, I teased her about it today. She loves to scream when she's shooting skeet. So that'll do it for Alexis Belton. Good reaction from this capacity crowd here in Kingsport. A little respect there from Phyllis Betty. Now you're about to see, great smile, a 2-time world champion who most times sets the bar in every competition.
Yeah, and her advantage right here is, number 1, I love that she used throttle off 8 or 9 degrees. But she drops the club to the inside. I'll show you what I mean here. And watch how high her apex is when she hits the ball correctly. That was over the top, but when she hits one good, you'll see the apex go straight up.
All right, we've just been told that they have changed one of Alexis' balls to 313. So that is the number to beat officially here for this set for Phyllis Betty.
She started out there at 120 miles an hour. She hits a patented high draw, her best shots. Like that right there, just didn't kind of shut the door of the club face.
You know, she talked yesterday when we sat down with her about how much this year she's really trying to set the table. She loves winning tour event. She wants to get back to that world championship, and that's what her sights are set on.
That's 3 weeks away. You know, Sandra has 5 of those rings. She has 2. I mean, since 2006, they've won 7 of them in the last 11 years. So those are the 2 players that always are at the top. Look at that apex again. She has to get that thing up in the air, hit her high ball.
So far, 0 for 3. Jerry?
So rare, Art, to see her struggle hitting the grid.
Yeah, and this morning when qualifying, she was the last person to qualify. Her swing is really not there. That's a little heel shot right there. But it is in the air. Let's see if it carries far enough.
All right, that's going to get short of 290.
2,963 RPMs on that. So that's a heel strike.
We are just crossing the top of the hour. If you're just joining us, here's the Tennessee Big Shots World Long Drive Tour stop. Final regular season stop before we get to the Texas-Oklahoma border for the Volvic World Long Drive Championship. This is a women's semifinal number 1. Alexis Belton, 313 is the number to beat.
She's out of sync. And there's that 2-way miss, Jerry. She's missed 2 right, 2 left, I believe, out of these 6. And she's not synced up. And I watched the qualifying rounds this morning, and she was only getting 1 or 2 in. That's not normal Phyllis Meddy long drive.
No, normally she could hit all 8 of them down a bowling alley.
Now that one is a quick snap hook left zone. Final ball, Art.
And I can tell you she's out of sync because in one round this year on TV, she ran out of time. And here she has 40 seconds left, so her timing is not there. Now she's getting behind the ball, going to go through her full routine, see if she can hit a good shot.
Pacing so important.
Over the top.
And that one a little over the top, so very un-Phyllis Meddy-like set. But good sportsmanship on her part. Alexis Belton, she said earlier today, she's like, I'm going to see if her good is good enough.
Yep.
And tonight it wasn't, so Alexis Belton getting the job done. She will move on to the final. All right, time for women's semifinal number 2. Let's head back down to the grid.
Let's do this! In her first event in 2018 out of East Tennessee State University, ladies and gentlemen, loud and proud for Chloe Garner!
I am marveled at how much speed she can create, but I'm also very interested to see how she can handle the pressure. It's been over a year since she competed.
And playing in her first event ever, coming to us from the LPGA. And what a sweet swing she has. Out of Burbank, California, it's Emily Tubert.
This is a little different introduction than an LPGA, ladies and gentlemen, on the first tee. So I think she's going to have a blast with this. I hope she fills it up.
This is really super cool and a cool dynamic. Let's start with Chloe Garner. As you see the LPGA star there. But Chloe's coming back from an injury, but to come back in this event where she went to college, she is super pumped. You know, a big deal for her, the tattoos going down her right arm. She told me yesterday that they just kind of represent her personality. There's a Hindu tattoo. There's a couple of, I guess, cartoon characters as well. And well, her CrossFit crew, they tried to get me to get a tattoo today. I said, hey, I'm busy.
She got it to roll there a little bit. Crossed over 300 yards. Good start. And she won the Clash of the Canyon last year. She's been the runner-up in the World Championship.
That one's going to go off to the left. She was also talking, Art, the energy here has been so amazing tonight. But she was talking about how being from this area, going to college in this area, that so many people were going to come out and support her tonight. She was very, very thankful for that as well.
I love Kingsport. I mean, it's been a great town. I went around today. It's beautiful up here, the Tri-City area, but this town is Kingsport. I got a great friend here, Cliff Bethke, who's a PGA Tour player, going to be turning 50 soon. Does a lot with the hospital, does a lot with autism, so it's a great area. This has been the best crowd of the whole year, really has.
So far, 304 is the number to beat here in this second semifinal. Alexis Belton is waiting in the wings for the winner of this matchup.
Jerry, does it look a little like nerves to you?
Maybe a little bit, a little rusty as well, but I tell you what I like about the way she does it, nobody maximizes their club head speed more. The most right tilt, the most behind the ball, and the most underneath at impact.
Absolutely, the key word right there, underneath. You see that trail shoulder underneath. She just has to swing out to the right, Jerry, not around to the left. That is the key right there. If you're going to be underneath, you have to swing basically to 1 o'clock.
And if she were to raise that apex another 15, 20 feet, that's at least 10 more yards.
My Jesus.
She has missed most of this season because of injury. So how does she in particular get ready for the Volvic World Long Drive Championship coming up?
Well, this event's huge right here. Again, I think if she could get through this match and feel what it's like for one more match, make an adjustment on the range, face, Alexis in the final, it would really help her.
See Emily Tubert there. Even though she plays on the LPGA Tour, you can see like the big breath. This is a different kind of energy. This is a different kind of platform, a different kind of stage. And we'll see how far that one goes. The 7th ball for Chloe Garner. And it does go a little bit farther, so we'll see the official distance.
307.
Will be 307.
That's a little high in the face. That's why she didn't get max ball speed. See if she can really connect on one. Look at that left heel off the ground in the dress. You just noticed that right there. Never even on the ground. That's it right here. See if that ball can turn.
Chloe likes it. We'll see if the grid likes it. And it goes outside of the grid. You can see that would have been out close to 320. So 307 is the number to beat. Let's take a look officially at the Big Drive to Beat, brought to you by our good friends at DXL.
DXL Big Drive to Beat.
That is a number that Emily might be able to catch. Jerry and I were talking. He thought around 300, 305 maybe.
Well, the LPGA is sending out a tweet.
Emily.
Go get them. Hashtag World Long Drive. You also can be a part of the conversation on Twitter, Instagram. So much energy around the world tonight for this event. And I got to tell you, as you and I call it, super cool.
Yep.
And to see the LPGA a part of it and everybody, it's just been a lot of fun so far. So we'll see what she can do. Again, if she beats 307, she's done. She does not have to hit her entire 8 balls, and she just did it. Hashtag match 'em up.
Green ball, 310. 310 on the second green ball.
You saw the exhale.
That is just, I'm looking at the numbers here. That is perfect numbers. She hit it dead in the center of the face. 1,800 spin. Welcome to the finals.
Welcome to the show, Emily Tubert. Welcome to the show. Well, unfortunately for Chloe Gardner, her comeback here to the World Long Drive Tour, not what she expected. But how did Emily Tubert get it done?
She hit it right in the middle of the club face. I mean, Chloe had one out of play. That was longer, but you got to hit it in play. Just a great center cut drive right here. And look at her swing right here. Classic golf swing. This is a little different golf club. She went down to 5 degrees along. What a big turn here. Just a beautiful golf swing. Great extension off that right side. And she's having a ball, Coach. I mean, that's just fantastic stuff.
I am anxious to hear from this young lady. She is standing by with Jerry Foltz. Jerry.
Aren't we all, Coach? And a lot of women who are going to be competing on the LPGA this week at the Indy Women in Tech Championship are tuning in to watch their friend and now their long drive hero, Emily Tubert. What did this live up to your expectations in the first round?
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. The atmosphere here, and I just want to take a second to say all the competitors are fantastic. They've been so welcoming. Everybody's come up and introduced themselves, and ever since Atlantic City, I caught the bug.
What was that bug? Why did you catch it? What is so appealing about this to you?
You know what? They're playing music, the fans are cheering, it's high energy, quick paced, and it's just such a special event. It's a little bit different side of golf.
And you're into the finals in your first ever event. Best of luck.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
How about that for a promo for the World Long Drive Tour? So here's what the women's bracket looks like now. The finals will be Alexis Belton and Emily Tubert. One of these two women will be the champion here in Tennessee tonight. But we've got to get to the men's semifinals now. as we look at Emily, who, I mean, you talk about having a good time. This is what it's all about.
This is great. I mean, she's having a blast with that. I watched her warm up a little bit. Just fantastic.
Justin James, part of that group today that went over to tour that amazing facility and see those kids who all had smiles on their faces. And now Justin James is set to compete here tonight against Ryan Steenberg in one semifinal, Kyle Berkshire and Will Hogue in another. There is Ryan Steenberg, 394, and his win in the quarterfinal. And then the reigning world champ is Justin James. He went 391, and he will hit first. Let's send it down to the grid.
The grid is clear. Play away.
Okay, Art, what does Justin James have to do?
Well, he had some time to go see his dad, Jerry, who's on site. And they're working on one thing. Jerry said that word, underneath. What do I mean? That right arm has to work underneath. And they fixed it pretty good right there. Has to swing out to the right. Can't hit that over the top pole. Great start to get one in right there.
That's going to approach 380. Probably officially it'll be 379, 378.
What a clutch shot, though, in the quarters. I mean, down to get no marks. Now he's on right here. A little bit of climb. Let me see if I can get a spin rate number on this. 217 on the ball, 149 on the club.
Look at that. Past 390 is where it landed. Very little roll.
So he's working underneath it. Just classic Justin James right here.
396 for the man who last year won the Baltic World Long Drive Championship. He's been very open about the fact that he has not won on tour this year.
This is a key event right here. 3 weeks out. This is a critical event. He has not closed the door all year. Watch that left foot right here. Off the ground as you go back. The ball's climbing a little bit. See if I cannot get spin rate, but the ball speed 220, the club 150.
Very different than his first set, where he struggled to get balls in play. 3 of his first 4 are inside the grid.
Jerry, apex 210 feet. That's a little too high.
Spinning a little too much, and he hasn't caught one on the technologically extinct screws yet, Art.
Right.
Because if he did, that would be 1.5 times the club head speed, which would be well over 220 miles per hour.
Correct.
So James,
I'm sorry, Coach. That's 153 right there. I mean, again, way right, but still, this club is moving. Watch the left foot, the front foot, folks. Watch it come off the ground. That ball climbing up the clouds right there. That's spin. That's a little bit too much downward angle hitting right there. And again, where does that come from? Overswing, if you can believe it. From the knee. A little less might be more, Coach.
Justin James is kind of the new breed when it comes to the World Long Drive Tour competitor. Very analytical, really into fitness, loves working out, has a different kind of approach to this sport. That one's going to fall. It's over 370. So the number to beat with one ball to play. We'll see if he can better that. Still a pretty good number at 396.
It is a good number. I mean, it upped his number of 391 that he hit in the round previous. Steenberg was at 394. That's kind of where they've all been playing except for Will Hogue.
Well, he dug deep on that one, but it's going to fade off to the right. So pretty good set. 4 out of 8 balls found their way into the grid, and now Ryan Steenberg knows that his number to beat, 396.
Well, remember, he had a chance to choose, and he chose to go first again. It was Steenberg that wanted to go first. Now he's got to go second. Watch the footwork right here. Watch this front foot. It actually fully came off the ground. He's going to plant it and just use the ground right here, and then off the ground it goes. I mean, and then he catches himself right there. I mean, it just slides into second base, huh? Look at this right here on the tightness. Watch this footwork right here. I've never seen footwork like this. See ya. I'm going to land about 2 feet ahead. That left hip's just gone.
I told you, he's a different kind of cat.
Look how close that knee is to the ground. I have never seen that.
He is a different kind of dude in the best possible way. All right, let's take a look at the big drive to beat, brought to you by DXL. There you see it. If Steenberg wants to move on to the finals, he will have to hit it.
The grid is clear.
Nearly 400 yards.
Yes, over 397.
Yep.
Let's see what he's got right here.
Back on July 8th, Steenberg won the Bash for Cash event.
Oh, what a start. Solid golf shot. Even if it doesn't stay in, very, very nice start to hit one on the face right there. Good start.
No, in fact, that one.
There's a hill right there. A little bit of hill. We talked about the uphill in the grid. Very soft.
For those of you who may be tuning in for the first time to the World Long Drive Tour, see where that one lands if it stays in the grid. Every grid is different. Every grid has its own personality, and every competitor has to hit on the same grid. So there is no advantage unless they figure out a way to take an advantage.
They have to make adjustments, and again, we know how low Ryan likes to flight the ball and use the ground. Okay, we know that. So again, he's got to up it a little bit. He's going to probably have to fly it over 390 yards to catch Justin right here with the way the grid's playing.
Ball number 4 for Ryan Steenberg. And that one will fade off to the right, so halfway home. And you can see he's only used up a minute 10.
Right.
So the pacing seems to be a little bit quick.
Again, he's a little fast. That backswing's fast. See if he can kind of time it right here. Again, the ball speed will have to be north of 215 for sure to catch Justin. Big hit right here.
That's a big one.
Oh, 202 must have been high on the face. I didn't see that ball speed.
So that will come down short of 370. Getting back to the fact that you really like, when you have the selection, you like going first.
I love it. I'd love to put the pressure on somebody. You know, a lot of guys always used to want to know, and now I think they're catching on to, I'm going to ice the kicker. I'm going to make him wait 3.5 minutes, and I'm going to put a number to make him reach a little bit. So, you know, anything can happen. I love the choice. I know, Jerry, you don't, but I love the choice.
I guess I'm just old and out of shape, Art. I'd be conserving all the energy I could. But then again, I don't back up drives at 380.
That's true.
Justin James is 2 balls away from reaching his ultimate goal this week, and that's the finals, and then see if he can get it done. So Steenberg down to his final ball.
What some great adjustments he made between the quarters because he was off in the quarters. I watched him work with his father yesterday. That's Justin, and they were working on that underneath. It was a wonderful comeback. See if he can muster up enough to reach the final even here.
Final ball for Steenberg. And that one's going to roll off to the left. So Justin James, his decision to go first pays off. Another solid set, 396. Respect, and the current Volvic world champion will advance to the men's final here in Kingsport.
The grid is clear. Play away.
Time for men's semifinal number 2. Kyle Berkshire recently won the last event, the WinStar Midwest Slam. And Will Hogue, who went north of 4 bills in his first quarterfinal set.
Picking up where he left off, that one just had too much spin on it, but again, a golf ball in play over 370 is a nice start. Any number, as we've seen this year on tour, it's always good to have a number.
Well, Hogue, every time he has made it to or out of match play, he has won every single time this year. 2 times on TV and then 1 time in Memphis that was not televised here on Golf Channel.
He's a runaway freight train. I mean, he really has got it going on this year when he's in sync. You know, that's his miss, and then he's got to square it up. So really the first ball that he's missed all night to the left, hard hook. So I'm anxious to see. They have a long time between their quarters and their semis. Justin used it to his advantage because he needed to fix something. Will had the set of his life, basically, you know, but that ball's climbing. Look at that cloud right there, a little bit of climb. Didn't launch high enough.
A full-time firefighter. That one goes over 380. Every city he comes to, the firefighting community, and today is no different. They come out to support their guy.
Right. That ball climbing. Look at the cloud. That's how you know that if it looks like an airplane taking off, Jerry, it looks good, but it's not going to go 400.
Not at all, absolutely.
I can't get my sandwich to bite like that, Jerry. The ball just stuck.
Tonight it's been about the carry.
Yeah, and the no spin, that's the key. The no spin. That's no spin right there. He just got to get it going down the middle.
It looks like to me that he's not really setting himself when he's addressing the ball like he normally does. Like coming to a stop and then going.
Yeah, he's got movement. His foot kind of sets. Let's see what happens right here. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did not set. I don't know if he's done that before, but yes, he doesn't come to a complete stop. He's not stagnant in the dress for sure. This is getting close right here. Right? This is it.
He's got plenty of time left. Very fast pace for Hogue here in this set. 383 is his long drive. Kyle Berkshire looking on.
Over 90 would put a number on it. That's down to the cross cutter right there. Too much climb.
Now he knows it. He knows it.
Not his best set. Even though he got 4 in, I mean, that doesn't matter. The ball right there is as good as an OB.
Okay, so 4 in. Let's look at the big drive to beat by DXL. And you can see he's not happy with just north of 380, 383 officially. Yeah. And he knows that Kyle Berkshire, with a good hit, can easily beat that number.
Absolutely. That's over 20 yards.
Play away.
Over 20 yards shorter than what he did in that amazing quarterfinal run, that 400-yard fly. So that gives Berkshire, again, Will went first to put heat on him. We don't want to call him a rookie anymore because he's made numerous shows and has a victory. But Kyle's going to unleash. There's no question. He's going to swing 8 times as hard as he can and hope he connects. He had a very nice set to start.
Berkshire has been very open this year about the fact that he's been getting frustrated by getting to the final 8, specifically on TV, and not getting the job done.
Right.
He just got the job done at an event that was not on TV. Now he wants to show the world that he is an elite long driver and they can watch it.
Absolutely. Let's see how he works here. Jerry, you've watched him all year. It seems like he's taking his time, keeping his emotions down. Good shot. A little bit of climb. This is very interesting right here.
See how far this one goes. Again, 383 is the number. That one short of 370. So he needs to add and find somewhere 13 extra yards.
That's just lack of spin right there. You got to get the spin down.
Interesting to note, I got this from Twitter. He's the only competitor that has to adjust his hat after every swing. He swings so hard.
Yeah, there's a flat one here. This is a really good shot. 214, nice number.
Good there.
Very good. Yeah, he flew it.
And it is.
He flew it. Yeah.
On paper, that's an upset. But Kyle Berkshire, it takes him only 4 balls to get the job done. Hashtag match him up. Berkshire going to the finals.
That was awesome right there. I mean, absolutely awesome. Got the spin there, 21.53. That's all it is. They're fast enough, but can they hit perfect shots? He's really on tonight.
So Will Hogue defeated for the first time this year. Look at it again.
Yeah, great swing right here. He flattened it out, kept the spin down, flew the golf ball over 390 yards right there. Great shot. Right here. Watch the extension right here. At impact, you don't need your feet on the ground, folks. Great expansion. And watch the upper body right here at full speed. Look at that full finish. I mean, his chest is turning around his boom. He knew it. I think he knew it.
Well, plenty of respect between these two. And Will Hogue, he probably knew deep down that if Kyle got a hold of one, that was not his best. Will Hogue, quite the gentleman. And Kyle Berkshire is 1 set away from 2 straight wins. He's standing by with Jerry Foltz.
Thanks, Coach Berkey. As you go by, a lot of people have talked about your potential for quite some time, yet when you get to the elimination rounds, it's been a struggle. What's the difference now?
I'm not trying to hit it 225 miles an hour up the club face. I'm trying to hit good shots just like I do in the earlier rounds, and it's translating to success here.
How much did your first win just over a week ago at WinStar do for your confidence to get you into the finals against #1?
It's done everything, because the big thing was winning the match play. That was huge for me, and now I have the confidence in my ability to win and do damage here.
You know the speed he can bring during the finals. Do you have anything different planned?
No, I'm just going to keep swinging my swing, and I think I'll be in good shape.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
A very confident 21-year-old kid. Brian Cass on Twitter said sports needs more guys like Kyle Berkshire, hashtag World Long Drive.
He's awesome. He really has had a great short career so far.
It is time to crown our first champion of the evening. Let's send it down to the grid.
Go, 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 go. 3, 2, 1, stop. Oh, good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was nice. That was good.
A little behind the scenes
Ladies
action.
and gentlemen, it's time for the women's finals. Let's do this first out of Ruston, Louisiana. Let me hear it for Alexis Belton.
And boy, does she have a little bit more long drive experience than Emily. In theory, you would think she can grab this title, but she's facing someone that can hit the center of the face.
Once again, her first ever event, her first ever finals out of Burbank, California, Emily Tubert.
She's only hit 2 shots tonight. She's having the time of her life. Can she grab a long drive title the same week she tees it up on the LPGA Tour in Indianapolis?
She told Jerry in a great interview after beating Chloe Garner in her semifinal round that she caught the bug and everything she expected it to be, it was and then some. The energy, you can see, these girls are loose, slapping 5s.
Yep.
The little ladies that have shown up, they're
We had
ready
some
to go.
PGA Junior League players out here today, which was awesome.
Play away.
All right, Alexis Belton will go first. She won the very first event for the women this year, the Clash of the Canyon. So she knows how to get it done.
Good golf swing. Little push, but good golf swing.
You know, she has made it to the semifinals in 2 of the 3
Yes.
events she has been in this year.
And what that's a tribute to is how solid she is, how great she swings the golf, and how efficient she is, that she can keep getting golf balls in the grid, use the ground, get something to happen right there. It's a little bit right there short of 310.
Well, that's the most roll we've seen of any.
Yes.
Men or women tonight.
Tumble hook right there.
So 309, green is good. Green means grid in this sport. Yeah, I was talking to her today when we were at the hospital, and she is, I call her quietly arrogant. And I think that's a really, really good thing. That when you talk to her, just the things that she says and the way that she says them, you know that she understands how good she can be and how good she is.
She's fantastic. Jerry, I just noticed something right there. She took the first time I've seen her since she started competing. She got the club to parallel right there. I saw that in that swing. She's reaching deep.
Good sign or bad, Art?
I don't know. I mean, that's a long swing for her, and that's going to disconnect her out of her sequence. And what I mean in real terms is she's going to have a couple two-way misses. She's going for a lot more than she normally does. We saw her before. It matched almost Tony Finau's 3/4 action. So if you can pick it up on the camera right here, you'll see this club go parallel.
Do you think she's trying to go for more because of what Emily Tubert did and she caught one?
Yes, I absolutely think I think she wants 320. You know, I think that's a safer number for her. And that didn't get it right there. That first one, like you said, rolled. That's parallel for her. She's not picking up any speed right there. Again, that could be off-center hips, things like that. But she's reaching back.
2 out of 6. She found the grid. 309 so far is the longest. That one's going to drift off to the right, way too high. So
Art, I think she's testing herself. She has one out there at 309 that might be good enough to win, and she wants to see exactly how hard she can hit it in competition.
I kind of like this, especially leading up to the World Championship, because again, you know, Sandra Carlberg is not here, Troy Mullins is not here. So again, she's trying to go to a bigger number. Good golf swing here, Jerry. Good golf swing. 173 ball, 120 on the club. See if he gets a bounce. Oh, wow, what a fly.
that landed past our line to beat. Just short of 320. So officially on her last ball, 319. And that's a big time number for Emily Tubert to beat.
It was the longest ball of the women's event. I love the adjustment. She took the risk. She went to parallel, and it paid off. It gave her another 10 yards, and then 10 yards could be the difference.
All right, so Emily Tubert, who just had hit 2 balls to win her semifinal over Chloe Garner. We'll see what she has and if she can dig deep enough to hit a 320, because that's what's going to take to win this women's final.
I think she can definitely hit it solid enough. Jerry, you agree. It's a matter of, is she that fast? You know, look, club 111. Alexis was 120. So this is a big ask, is it not, Jerry?
It is, but again, it's all unknown to her. She doesn't know how fast she can be right now.
Well, it's a different mentality when you don't have to go down there and play your second shot. Beautiful golf. 113, 161.
That will definitely be in the grid out past 300. Jared, do you think that she will be at the Worlds this year?
She has already entered the Worlds, and that'll be coming on the heels of the LPGA's Cambia Portland Classic. She'll get there on Monday and hit her first ball on Tuesday, but she's already excited about it.
Very good. That one stayed in the grid, but well short of that 319 number.
I'm telling you, that last 10 yards, you'll see right here, that was huge. I don't know if she's going to catch her, but that 10 yards was big.
All right, that one's going to roll past 300.
So flying at 290, you know, you saw Alexis flew at 310. So that's a significant difference. And this is all speed because she's really optimizing. Both of them are optimizing. And when both do, the faster player wins. Unless they hit something crazy on the ground. Like this! Are you kidding? Goodness! She will find it. Oh my goodness!
3, 2, copy that. 322. Thank you. You can clear it. Keep that ball.
Emily Tubert
Hit
is
that
your
speed button, didn't it?
That had to hit something.
The greatest spot in the grid there is. We have to see this. What a victory. Inaugural debut.
That's incredible.
What a shot.
We need to look at this from really a couple of different angles. We've seen no run out tonight. We've seen no shots get more than, what, maybe 8 to 10 yards. That ran out at least 20.
This ball only went 87 feet high. This was a low bullet. And again, let's see where it lands. Let's follow it right here.
So it lands.
This ball lands at 280. This ball rolls 42 yards, and we haven't seen 10 or 15 yards. She hit a low bullet, and it ran.
That was a perfect storm.
And I mean, perfect storm is right. Beautiful golf swing, great shoulder turn behind the ball, high hands at the top. Great transition to the left side, works down and under. She will not swing this hard this week on the LPGA Tour. She got the ball to roll 42 yards.
On a night when we haven't seen anything farther than 10 yards, right, let's look at her face. And I think she's as surprised as we were.
She's like, where'd this ball come from? Are you kidding me?
How did that happen?
How did I just roll it 40 yards? Alexis outflew her by 30 and she lost.
You know what they say, Art? Drop the mic. She dropped the club.
She cannot believe this. I mean,
You read her lips.
awesome.
Crazy, crazy. The champ is with Jerry.
What a priceless reaction there, Emily. You made this look easy your first time doing it. You are used to playing golf for a living, where rub of the green is part of the game. We got a little of it here. You got a good bounce. No apologies, though, is there?
No, you know, it's golf, and I've been on a plenty of bad bounces and plenty of good bounces, and I'm thankful to have a good bounce this set.
You caught the bug, your first ever event. Now you win it. Where do you go from here?
Actually, at 3:30 in the morning, I'll be driving to Indiana to play the LPGA event, so there's no rest for the weary.
How do you dial it back when you have to put a score on the card? You'll be playing a practice round tomorrow, and you'll be playing in competition on Thursday. How do you take this adrenaline for positive energy, yet dial it back to keep it in play?
You know what? It's crazy. It tends to, when you swing harder, sometimes go straighter, because that's what the club's designed to do. But honestly, this has helped me free up my swing. I battle my demons. It's been a rough year, but this was so much fun, and the crowd has been amazing, and the competitors have been amazing. So it's just a lot of fun out here.
We got a bunch of new fans who are going to be tuning into the LPGA this week. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, there are two things that will accompany her at 3:30 in the morning: a check and a trophy. And we could not be more excited for her here tonight. Amazing.
I am so excited for her. I mean, I'm a big fan right now. She had excitement in Atlantic City, and she just caught the bug, as she said, and she is here. She had a blast today.
I'm just guessing that moving forward, we're going to see a lot more women stars show up here on the World Long Drive Tour.
I love that reaction, because she's like, how did that ball go that far? It flew 280.
Emily
Awesome.
Tubert, welcome to the tour. Welcome to the winner's circle. Welcome to the show.
#1 in the world, looking for his first of 2018, climbing his way back to the podium. He is the snapping turtle, Justin James.
He is all business. This event is everything. Doesn't matter what he says in any interview. Leading up to the Windstar event in 3 weeks, the World Long Drive, this is huge.
He cannot be stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the hair. He is Samson. He is Kyle Berkshire.
This guy has really changed. We've watched him just not do well in the quarters, and then all of a sudden he wins at Windstar last week, and he's a new player. It's going to be a great match, Coach.
It's going to be great. Justin James has decided that he will hit first. He had the choice.
He's going to try and ice him and see if he can pick up. Again, he's had a nice time in between each set to go over there and work with his father, Jerry.
His nickname is the Snapping Turtle.
And one interesting note here, only 3 competitors tonight have won hitting second. Twice it was, of course, Emily Tubert, and the only guy to do it, Kyle Berkshire.
Good nugget, Jerry.
But let's not forget, Justin broke his gamer. I mean, you know, he came to the tee with the best club he had. He has a dozen of them or more. But that was his gamer. Broke it. Won on his last ball. Had a great set. And now here's that over the top with this ball. Has to start down the right, so the right shoulder has to stay down like that.
That one is going to stay in the grid. We'll see how far his first number will be.
Big fly. Very nice.
Yeah, that lands past 390. That's a really good first number to post.
Oh, awesome. That's been his longest stuff tonight. 94, 95, 91, 96 here. So, I mean, again, you see here in the back of the grid where the men are hitting the golf ball, it's uphill. You're not going to see 42 yards or all unless they hit a sprinkler head. It's a different part of the grid. They're playing who can fly it the farthest.
We need to give a quick shout out to this amazing crowd that remains on their feet for the better part of 2 hours. And they have been, it always helps when you have a great crowd.
Most of them don't have a choice, Coach. There are no seats available.
Jerry, 396. I mean, that's kind of been his number. That's all carry right there. We saw Hogue fly at 400, so you think that's about all for Justin?
Well, interestingly, the temperature has dropped probably 5 or more degrees. It just doesn't feel warm out here anymore. I think the air is a little heavier, so I don't think we're going to see something out there 420.
Well, the official sunset is in about 17 minutes, so that would allow for the temperature to drop. So time is not an issue.
He's just over-swinging here. You know, he had a runner-up in the Clash of the Canyon. Then he's made every quarterfinal. He has not won. He hasn't closed the door. What I was saying in the intro right there, if he can win tonight, he will have a chance to win back-to-back titles, which just does not happen often. That was the Jason Zuback era. Way before that, the Evan Big Cat Williams era, the Jamie Sedlowski era. That's so hard. He has rarefied air, and this victory could give him the chance to tell himself to do that.
Yeah, Justin James called the tour stops, as that one's going to be way to the right. Tour stops a sprint, the Volvic World Long Drive Championship a marathon. So Art,
And so Kyle Berkshire.
let me ask you this. Is 396, is that too much to beat?
I mean, I think it's right on Kyle's number. I think they're evenly matched. Nothing bounces like a ball, Coach. So I think it's, you know, if he flushes it, Berkshire had 398 in the semi. So, I mean, it's a very even match right here. It's a matter of he can compose himself. He knows his mistake. I overswing. He said it to Gary. He said it to me. He knows it. I go too hard. Can I calm down and hit it? Even if this ball goes out of bounds, that's still a great start. It didn't go sideways, you know.
He looks so much calmer than we're used to seeing him.
Great start right there.
He told us in March, at the beginning of the season, that his goal was to win on TV this year.
Yes.
He said, I've got to get the job done when I get into the TV events and the finals, and he's got it right in front of him. He knows what he has to do. 396, he's the champ.
He has gone from, I mean, there was no ranking for him. We've never seen him before. His first event was last April, all the way to inside the top 10 in the world in about 15 months. So he has done it through the grassroots. He started from ground zero, just like Wes Patterson. from ground zero, and they're here.
This is the same guy who earlier this year missed a final in college.
Yes.
To make an event, and then took a 0.
Well, look at the spin right here. Yeah, this is too much spin. Not going to fly far enough.
That one just gets past 390. So if he can find 5 more yards somewhere in the stone face of Justin James.
No, that's too high. That's down. And again, it's really easy, folks, when you're watching the clouds. Those are your barometer right there. If that ball climbs up that cloud line, it's not going to go 400 yards. It's just all that's to it. So we're educating you out there to show you that when you hit down and apply too much backspin, we want to hit down when the ball's on the ground. When it's on the PT, he wants to hit up just like that. That's flat.
That one will probably stay in the grid, but will it have enough? No, out close to 380. So Kyle Berkshire is down to his final 3 balls. The reigning world champion, hoping for his first tour win of 2018. There you see.
Oh, this is a good hit. So he's got to love the shot. Jerry, what do you think?
I think I've never seen him yell that loud in his life.
That's it. Oh,
393 and went nowhere.
that's the grid we've been seeing. 3 yards short. Goodness sakes.
Good job. Here we go. Right down the
There's
middle
another
again.
one, but that's high in the face. 203. His lines are good to hit it that straight.
That one's short of 370, but it's going to be the 6th ball that I'm sure he thought he had it.
Last ball right here.
All right, last ball. Berkshire needs 397 or Justin James will be your champ.
I came over. What a great tournament for him, though. And Justin James leading into that Hogue championship. It's a big win. There's the emotion.
So Justin James, it took him the entire season.
Now he's showing it.
Boy, it's
I'll tell
coming
you
out
what,
now.
you bet it is. This is huge. It has been a very trying year for this player, and he knows it. Since Mesquite, where he made the finals and was runner-up, he's had a rough go. I mean, he has been asking everybody what's going on.
He is your Tennessee Big Shots men's champion. He was very consistent, in between 390 and 400 yards, and he got the job done here tonight. Let's take a look at the winning drive by Justin James.
Great adjustment from that first set, which was awful for him. And just, again, this was his numbers tonight. Just spot on, beautiful shot. And again, Kyle has nothing to be ashamed of. He just got out, he got a little bit of a bounce right there. They flew it exactly the same. Beautiful swing, left foot off the crown right there. We've seen it so much. Plants that heel a little bit right there. Head works down and back. Off the ground you go. That's vertical thrust. Again, watch the footwork right here. You can't teach this. This was really pretty good balance for him. We saw that other shot where his knee almost got to the ground. Foot off the ground right there. Plant it, then let's take a little jump. That's long drive.
What a performance tonight for Justin James. And here was Kyle Berkshire, and he thought he had a 1 on his drive.
He killed it. He knew it. I mean, again, they both flew exactly, I think, to the yard. And Justin got a little bit of a bounce.
It landed at 393, and Justin James, this has been the reaction we have been waiting for the entire season, and tonight we see it. Justin James is with Jerry Fultz. Jerry.
We don't see much emotion out of this young man. Usually very stoic face. He's got kind of a quiet demeanor. It's become a mystique of sorts, but we saw some emotion there. Where does that come from?
I just like to win. So, I apologize to Kyle. I didn't in any way mean to show him up. I know it probably came across like that, but man, it's a great event, and I'm just so happy to win here. And the Meadow View at Marriott, I can see the grid from my room is wonderful here, and just so excited to be here.
Do you think perhaps that emotion? Sorry, I have trouble with holding this button in on the mic. Do you think some of that emotion comes from all the hard work you put into it and spontaneously it pays off?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look, it's the people around me. That's really the story. Dave Phillips, Greg Rose, David Weck, Jerry James. I could go on, and I'm leaving 40 people out, and I apologize. But, that's the reason I'm able to do what I do. I'm just an experiment, so.
You speak of people. How about this crowd?
It was awesome. It's the best crowd we've had all year, and can't wait to be back. It's always good to have a new venue like this. We've got Kia out front. I want one of those Stingers. We got some amazing sponsors here. I can't thank them enough. Obviously, Volvic, Callaway, and excited to get to Worlds next 2 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks from tomorrow night, but you are the Tennessee Big Shots champion. Congratulations on another win, Justin James.
Thank you.
A really special night here in Kingsport, and I couldn't say it any better than what Justin James just said it. This has been an incredible venue, incredible fans, and this is his reaction when he realizes that he got the job done.
This is awesome for him, and again, 3 weeks away, we head to the Texas-Oklahoma border for him to try to defend, and he can go home and rest easy right now for 3 weeks, let his body recover. It's been a long year, and for him, it's been a trying year. And like he mentioned, all those people, he is an experiment. He goes out to Dr. Greg Rose, and I'll tell you what, they work on everything. He's fantastic.
And there is no need to apologize when you have emotion in this sport, and that's all he was showing right there. I think if you watched us start to finish, you saw the best world long drive tour stop that we have ever had. Next up for us, we're going to the Worlds, baby. It's a Volvic World Long Drive Championship. It's a 2-night event. Coverage begins Tuesday, September 4th.
Absolutely. That's their Super Bowl. This is it. This is what they've been working. I'll tell you what, right now, with this win tonight, absolutely Justin James is the favorite. I would have called Will Hogue. Remember, we're early in September on that border. You can get into the win. You've got to flight the golf ball. Watch out for Conan, Ryan Steenberg. And on the women's side, Sandra Karlberg's coming back from Sweden. She wants a 6th belt. It's been a great night in Tennessee, hasn't it, Coach?
Congratulations to Emily Tubert. Congratulations to Justin James. We'll see you in Oklahoma. What a night. Good night from Tennessee.